Hey YouTube, Shikamaru5608 here. Just want to make a quick video with some suggestions for Naruto Storm 3. If you agree, please follow the link in the description and tell CC2. Also, feel free to steal this video and upload it. We gotta spread the word about this as much as possible. Here we go. Suggestion 1. Combo cancel needs to lead to block. We've all experienced those situations where you substitute, your opponent combo cancels and runs into you, leaving you no time to react or defend yourself. What they need to do is make combo cancel lead to a block rather than dash. This way the subbing player would have a chance to breathe. The whole point of ending your combo early is to avoid getting hit by an ultimate jutsu or jutsu while in the middle of a combo. Canceling to a block would of course prevent this. Now the downside about this is that the substituting player will probably try to grab immediately after subbing, knowing that the opponent will cancel into a block. You know, because grabbing is the main thing people do when the opponent blocks. Therefore, CyberConnect 2 should make the subbing player appear just outside of the grabbing range. I believe that Minato's grab has the longest range of anyone in the game. I could be mistaken, can't remember everyone off the top of my head. But whoever in the game has the farthest grab, the subbing player should appear just outside of that person's grab range. To make this new form of combo cancel successful, they also need to change Deidara's moveset, because as soon as he subs and the other player cancels to block, he'll be able to swamp that person with projectiles. Even though you're blocking, you can only do that for so long. Therefore, they need to make Deidara throw his projectiles at maybe a slower rate or something to that effect. Suggestion 2, an awesome idea by Junebug5050 from PlayStation Network, is to put a cooldown on jutsus. This should balance out characters like Tsuchikage and Masked Man. Even if the cooldown is just a short 3 to 5 seconds, at least that gives you an opening where you can dash at your opponent without worrying about getting knocked back by Tsuchikage's rocks or other cheap jutsus. Another awesome suggestion by Xgriever from PSN is to fix moves that make you sub more than once. I'm sure we all know what's going on here. Like, for example, Kyuubi Chakra Naruto's Rasengan Barrage Ultimate Jutsu. If you sub from that, you'll reappear in the same exact spot, and then the only way to get out of it is to sub again, which is pretty ridiculous. So, they should have you sub behind your opponent, almost every time you sub from an attack, unless it's like Shuriken or something. Suggestion 4, 2 vs 2 battles. Now I swear, I promise I'm not stealing this idea from Spin09. I also have wanted this for a long time myself. I don't think I need to go into much detail here. You can all check out Spin09's video for more detail about how awesome 2-on-2 battles would be. And now when I suggest 2-on-2 battles, I don't mean tag team where you switch players out. The whole fun of this, I think, would be having everyone battling at once, like 4 ninjas on the battlefield at once. And I know that can get a little complex and hectic, but I'm sure if CyberConnect 2 really worked at it, they could they could make it work if they did it right. Got to be careful on the execution there. Suggestion 5, interactive environments. I promise I'm not stealing this one either. And once again, it's pretty self-explanatory. In addition to leaving craters in the ground though and destroying things, it would also be cool to to be able to run up trees. Just picture all the environment interaction that took place when Kakashi, Shikamaru, Choji, and Ino fought Hidan and Kakuzu. They were running up trees, jumping from branch to branch, all that crazy stuff. It would be cool to see that in the game. And it'd also be cool to have tattered clothing after taking heavy amounts of damage. Like how Kakashi lost his whole vest when Kakuzu and Hidan attacked him. Suigetsu could get his sword chipped or broken, like against Raikage, and maybe Sasuke could drop his sword, after taking a whole bunch of damage, and he'd be forced to combo with his hands, or something like that. Suggestion 6. Refine some characters, to make them more like the anime. For example, if you've played Naruto Excel 3, you've probably seen that Hidan activates his awakening, his diagram stays on the ground, and he can actually damage you when he enters the diagram. They should do that in Storm 3 also. And also, Kisame, for example, when he activates his Samehada fusion mode, make the whole stage surrounded by water, just for visual effects. You don't have to give him a huge advantage in the water or anything. And give Pain his Chibaku Tensei ultimate from from the anime. And as I said before, Deidara's moveset needs to be changed a lot. Maybe make a longer pause between each projectile he throws, so that the enemy isn't just flooded with bombs. Suggestion 7, have multiple jutsus per character in the same match. Characters should be able to scroll through jutsu in the middle of combat, possibly by using R3. For example, Pain, he normally has Shinra Tensei, but if you hit R3, then maybe a little icon would appear in the lower right for Bancho Tenin. Then next time you hit Triangle Circle, Bancho Tenin would be activated, and you can hit R3 to switch back and forth between the two. So so that all characters can have like their full range of jutsu. And this would, another example would be like Sasuke. He's supposed to have Chidori, Fireball, and Amaterasu, but you have to pretty much switch between his different forms to really get full use of those attacks. Suggestion 8. Now in Generations, when both players stand in front of each other and tap circle at about the same time, the faster character will usually prevail and be allowed to pull off his or her combo. What they should do about this is have both players combo, but make them get in a sort of combo struggle, where both players are punching, kicking, dodging, and blocking all at the same time, but neither of them are really like landing their combos. They're, just in a struggle dodging each other, like in this clip with Kakashi versus Kakuzu. And, if both players use weapons, for example, such as Sasuke and Killer Bee, maybe they could get in a little sword fight during the combo, have clashings of weapons and, things like that. Finally, suggestion 9, they should give each character individual stats that represent the way they are in the show. For example, the stats could be strength, speed, and chakra. To further clarify what these stats mean, speed would refer to how fast your character is, strength refers to how much damage your attacks do, and chakra determines how fast your chakra bar drains. Having high chakra character would, make your chakra bar drain slower. To make it balanced, characters who are weak in a certain stat will need to be strong in another. For example, a character like Kisame will have high chakra and strength, but a major disadvantage in speed. Someone like Kakashi may have medium strength, medium speed, but really low chakra. Now, some characters such as Raikage have high speed, high strength, and a good amount of chakra. Perhaps not all characters can be the way they are in the anime, and CC2 would have to adjust accordingly to prevent characters from being too overpowered. Well, that's all I have for you guys. Like I said before, just steal this video, upload it, spread it if you agree with these suggestions. Also, go to the link below and include the suggestions when you write to CyberConnect 2. Leave comments and let me know what you think. Let me know if anything was hard to understand. I know I kind of rushed, but I wanted to get this video as short as possible so that people would watch it. Alright, take